Hello, everyone. Glenda Mollet here, and welcome to my craft room. I almost missed you. I was piddling around, and I looked at my clock, and oh my gosh, it's 8 o'clock, and it's time for me to get on her. All right. So we are going to, there we are. Everything's running on Facebook. 2 thumbs up. We're going to play with the Legendary Bike bundle. Let me show you. So these are the dies. And I did a little thing to show you, hi Norma, to show you how to put the bike together because it's quite complicated. So anybody that purchases the bike through me is going to get a email. I will email you a picture of this sheet, tells you what to put on first. Now we're not going to be using that bike tonight. Oh, I should have got the other cards. They're way down the other end of the house. I should have got them so I could show them to you, and I didn't. Oh, well. Maybe I can send hubby a message and get him to bring me do you want to see the other cards that I made with it? Shall I tell hubby to go and get those cards for me? Hi. Oh, we got people popping on. Carmen and Kathy and, Facebook user. Who's Facebook user? Linda. Well, hello, Linda. Hi, Marcia. Okay. You're going to have to put up with me for 1 second because I have to take my phone down off of here. And then I have to go. Hang on. And I can't shut my phone down because it's my sound. So let me go here. I'm messaging. The motorcycle cards from the studio and bring them here. Okay. Let me return to what my normally scheduled program. Sorry about that. Hi, Janet. Oh, all right. So I've got him on a mission. We'll see if he gets the message. Oh, I hear his chair moving. He must have got the message. Poor guy. Some days he has to put up with a lot of stuff from me. Hello, Pat. All right. So I'm going to flip you around. Hello, Valerie. Oop, let's get this so that I like my screenshot to be straight. Oh, there's Connie. Hello, Connie. Okay, so tonight I am going to create with you a Z Fold card using the Legendary Ride bundle. So there's the stamp set that's got 2 different sizes of motorcycles and flames and a couple of really good sentiments. Hello, Julie. Oh, there's another, and Wendy. Oh, there's another Facebook user. Oh, it's Carolyn. Hello, everybody. So if you haven't already, please just click on that link in the description of my video, and that gives StreamYard permission to show me your name on StreamYard. Then I don't have to keep popping back and forth. So I'll just put it in the comments section there. There we go. So you can see it. All right. And then there's the Legendary Ride dies. Hello. Thank you. We have motorcycle cards. Yay. Okay. And then I'm going to finish it off with some classic matte dots. And these come in black, gray, vanilla, and white. Hey, Sharon. You've been debating on this bundle? Debate no more. Run to your nearest. Can't see who did that comment. Okay, it won't show me who said that they've been debating on the bundle. I'm sorry. Debate no more. Run to your nearest Stampin' Up! Store and get this ordered because let me tell you how fun this is. Now I'm going to show you the cards and then we'll create that one. Oh, don't be scared of it. It's fun. I had so much fun. Well, it's Nicole. Hey. Oh, Linda. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing me the comments. Thanks, everybody. Okay, so this one is my feminine version of the motorcycle card, and it's done in the fine shimmer paper. I used fresh freesia and gold, and then in behind, can you see in behind there? That's some of the legendary ride designer paper that's not called that. What's it called? It's called Ready to Ride designer paper, and it's got a rose on it. And I figured, why not? Added some more fine shimmer paper. Look at that. Oh, isn't that pretty? I love this card. I want this card as my birthday card. Yes, I am a motorcycle rider from, let's see, 1986. Oops, that's dating me. Now you're going to know how old I am. 1986. I bought my first motorcycle. It was a moped type motorcycle, but it was road legal. It was a Yamaha 90, and I rode it every year until about 2000 and maybe 2011. There's another Facebook user. Oh, that's Dimity. Hi, Dimity. Yeah. And then I decided that I had grandchildren, and my job, I had to ride for 15 minutes on the highway, and it scared me. So I stopped riding it to work. So there's another one. This one was hubby's birthday card because that's his motorcycle. Can you see all the shiny in the background? Do you know how I achieved shiny black cardstock? Because we don't have black foil. Can anybody guess what I used to make the whole thing shiny? So it's got silver foil on it, but in the background, it's all shiny. I'm not going to tell you. Let's get some guesses and see if anybody can tell me what I used to make that shiny all over the place. While I was black embossed, nope, no embossing powder was used. Oh, Kathy got it. Yes, I used packing tape. It makes amazing patent leather anything. So when I was making this card, his motorcycle is, what is it? It's a Honda Shadow 750 or something. And it lives in the garage, and the garage is right next to where my craft room is. So I would get out some supplies, and then I'd go out and I'd see what his looked like. And then I'd come in and I'd do a little bit more. So it really does look exactly like his motorcycle. No, I used packing tape. It was good. All right. And there's another one. I used the studs on here. This is actually one of the sheets of the back side of the designer paper. I'm not showing you the inside of these things. I should be doing that, shouldn't I? Okay, this was the inside of that one. I have these hanging on my inspiration wall. That's why they're in plastic sheets, because they hang. They hang. And there's the inside of that one. See, I even put fine shimmer paper on the inside. I want this. Going to be your next bundle? You won't regret it, let me tell you. It was one of the very first things. Oh, Marlene, that was you. Hi. This was one of the very first things I ordered. And then there's this one. Now, when I was making this one, our local son happened to phone, and he has a motorcycle. Our northern son currently does not, but he used to have, but he was smart and got rid of them when he decided to have children. But as I was creating this card, I said to my son who phoned, so if you were to have a bike and you could have any color a bike you wanted, what color would you want? And he said a turquoisey blue. Guess what I was using at the time? It's Tahitian Tide. Isn't he smart? Who's that? Oh, Nicole. Do I have pictures of all the cards on these cards on my blog? Nope, I do not. You guys only are getting special introduction to those cards. I've done a video on how to do this one. I did it with I did it in an all-day team thing that I had with my Silver Sisters. So, but I think it's unlisted on my YouTube channel. And I'm not sure which ones are not on, which ones are on my YouTube channel. All your cards are gorgeous. Oh, cool. Who is that? Melissa. Hello, Melissa. Yes, Valerie, you are special. That's why you are called my VIPeeps. You're my very important peeps. Okay, here's the dice. Did I show you the dice? Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. Now, as I said, if you order this bundle through me, I am going to include for you a copy of a picture step by step of what to put on first to create that motorcycle. So you have to do it in order or you don't get it put together properly. But I'm not using those tonight because I'm going to use the full stamped image, but I'm going to use the Stamparatus so I can get it nice and black. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes when I am stamping with Memento, I don't get a nice dark image. But if you use the Stamparatus, you can stamp like 3 or 4 times in the same spot, and you do. You get a perfect. Oh, Connie, you don't have to pay me. You're part of my monthly tutorial subscription. I will send you a copy of it. Send me an email or a message so I don't forget, because you know me, this is like 8:12, and by the time I'm done in an hour, I'm going to have forgotten everything. Yes, if you're part of my monthly tutorial subscription or part of my monthly club or part of my team, just let me know and I'll send you a copy of this. I will. Okay. This is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. So you fold it that way, and then this one folds back like that. And when you do that, just make sure you line up the bottom so that you get nice straight card. And that becomes your Z fold. So that's that piece. What if you already bought the stamp? Oh, Julie, you're part of my team. I should share it with my team. Yes, you should. Send me a message to remind me though, okay? Okay, so this piece is 11 by 1, scored at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. You fold it exactly the same way. Fold one way, and then you fold the other one back the other way, lining things up. I thought I'd shared it with my team already. Check in Julie, go to our team page and check in the files. It might be there already. Okay, so there you go. So that's the piece that goes across the bottom, but you flip it over like that. Okay, then we have 5 1/4 by 4 basic white for the inside. And a piece of basic black that's 2 1/2 by 4. And that's going to layer onto there. And then I have a piece of cardstock. No, I don't. Oh, yes, I do. Never mind. Piece of basic white that is 2 3/8 by 2 7/8. And then piece that is 2 1/8 by 1 1/8 for the sentiment. Then there are supposed to be 3 pieces of designer paper. Where'd the other one go? Uh-oh, I lost my other piece of designer paper. There's supposed to be 1 by 5 3/8 and then 2 that are 1 by 2 5/8. Maybe it's still in the envelope. Aha, there it is. It was hiding in my envelope. And then this, I'm going to stamp the both motorcycles on, and we'll die cut them out. Okay. Valerie, you've been busy getting your March cards done. Good for you. Yes. So next Wednesday, we leave for camping. And today I prepped and finished all of my March stuff. My March cards are done. My March classes are done. They're all prepped. They're ready to mail. I have April's class is all ready to advertise. So I can go camping now. I'm so excited. And it's so cold here. It's like winter. It's winter and we're going camping. Okay, so Stamparatus. I've got this on here already. I'm just going to move this card out of the way so I can have room to manipulate. So I'm going to stamp to make sure which way it goes. Yeah, it goes that way. So there is you're not going anywhere? It does feel good. Well, Kathy, I have to be organized because I need to go and spend time with my grandchildren. What size is the black? It's not on there. 2.5 by 4. I'm sorry, Wendy, that it wasn't on there. Okay, so this is the magnet that goes with this because this is magnetic platform here. And you're supposed to put this on and then you're supposed to stamp. And I always find that it interferes. So I don't usually use it. So they store in the back like that. So I'm going to put it away. Now, I'm going to set this up where I want it. No, I'm not. First of all, I'm going to put a little bit of temporary tape. A little bit of temporary tape on the back. And I'm going to take my shirt and I'm going to get some fuzz on it because I don't want it to stick too hard because that has to come off again. But that allows the paper to not move. So then I'm going to put my motorcycle on here. And there we go. Now, one of the tricks for using your Stamparatus is to have some support underneath this side. Now, this also works up here. You can have it come this way if you want. But when I'm videoing, I find it's much easier because I'm on landscape to do it this way. So put your stamp set in behind. And then I have this funky little thing that Sharon gave me. I still use it. If you can't find, these are not a Stampin' Up product. And if you can't find that, then go to Staples or Walmart or someplace and just get a chalkboard eraser. That works just as well. Okay, so I'm just going to do a trial run here, make sure I've got it in the right place. Good to go. Memento ink. Is anybody besides Wendy crafting along with me? Okay, so I'm inking this up. And this is Memento ink, and it is a fabric pad. It's not foam like our normal ones are. So I always do the twist and shout method. So I put it down and I give it a little twist. And I get it nice and inky, and then I just pop back over top of it like that. So by doing this, you get lots of ink, but sometimes it gathers in the lines of the stamp and you get big blotches. So by going afterwards in a pouncing method like that, that gets rid of all those built up blobs. Carmen's watching. Julie is trying to, but hasn't cut her paper. Kathy is watching. Oh, and then you craft in the replay. Somebody is. Oh, Dimity's crafting with me. Yay! Okay, so now you push that down, and then you take your little doohickey thing here. Press it really well. Now, if you don't have one of these, you can do it with your hand. It's just that this allows you to get a little bit more pressure. And then you slowly lift it up because you want to disengage it from your paper before you wing it up. Otherwise, it'll grab that paper and it will move it, and then you won't be able to stamp over top of it again. So It's not too bad with the red rubber, but if you're using photopolymer, you really have to be careful. So it's released, but see, it's not as dark as I would like it. See that? I want a really dark image. So I'm going to ink this up again the same way, twist and shout, and I'm really laying on the ink. I don't know why it does this, because I'm nice and inky. It's not like my ink pad needs ink. And then because that paper hasn't moved, you just go over top of it, and it stamps in exactly the same spot. Now, if you have shaky hands, or you have difficulty getting things straight, this tool is perfect. Oh, it moved. Oh well, but it's a lot darker. I am stamping on a piece that is 3.5 by 4. See all the talking I did, and it moved. But it's nice and dark. It didn't move too much. It's not too bad. I wasn't taking time to release it. Come on, let go. There we go. Ew. Okay, that's not, no. Gotta start again. Get more cardstock. Get more cardstock. See what happens when you don't pay attention? All right, I'm gonna get a bigger size piece of tape. Put it in 2 spots. Now, I'm not gonna push it down yet because I have to get it in the right spot for the motorcycle. There. Okay, let's try this again. Let's try this again. Don't you hate it when you're trying to show somebody how to do something and you mess it up? Okay, here we go. Let's try again. La, la, la. Gently lift. Gently lift. There we go. Ink again. That's why I have a lot of basic white cardstock in my craft room. Yeah, people think I'm a toilet paper hoarder. You should see how much white cardstock I have. Oh, that would be a good idea. Stick your bone folder underneath there and hold the paper down. What a smart idea, Kathy. Let's just give that a try. Slide it in, hold it down, lift it up. Good to go. All right, so there we are. We got it nice and dark. So I'm going to take that one off. And then I'm going to bring this piece back in, because we have the other one to stamp yet. That was the big one. And now we're going to stamp the little one. Get it on there. And we'll ink it up. Magnets work well. Yeah. They always get in my way. They're annoying, but that's okay. Magnets. Let's try. I'll give it another try. Wait. There it is. Here we go. We'll stick it on there. Let's see. Okay. Inked and stamped. We'll do it all. We'll stick the bone folder in there. We'll lift it up. We're going to get this right. Okay. Stamp again. Put it down. Give it a rub. Slide the bone folder under. Hold on to the paper. Lift it up. Look at that. Perfect. Alrighty. Oops. that out of my way. Don't need that. Who was that said that? Thank you to Linda. Linda. Okay. Where did I put the other one? I should probably do that one again, but I'm not going to take the time. Got to take the tape off of here, though, or it will stick to the plate in my die cutting machine, and that's never a good thing, because then I can't get it off. Okay, we're going to die cut this bike. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I'm out of Post-it tape. I used the last of it today when I was prepping my classes. So if you have registered for the On the Ocean class, kits will go in the mail tomorrow. Not tomorrow, sorry, Monday. So you'll have them well in advance of the class. The 22nd, no, 29th is that class. But they're going out early because we go camping and then we come home and we're home 5 days, long enough to do my monthly club. And then we're heading north to see the other grandchildren. And they're so excited because we're going skating. And I'm looking forward to it. I didn't go skating this year. Locally, they have in our rink, they every year local businesses sponsor skate days. And we didn't go this year. Usually I go at least once. And it's free to skate. So I go with the grandkids, the local ones. And I have my own skates, so it's always nice when you have a free activity that you can do. And I've been skating for a very long time. I used to be a figure skater when I was young. Okay, we have our motorcycles. There's one. And the other one. Come on, let go. Thank you. That's it. That's all the die cutting we have to do. 2 pieces. So is anybody out there a figure skater in their previous life? Where's my kit? There it is. All right. So we have our 2 motorcycles. Then this piece, which is 2 1/8 by 1 1/8, I'm going to stamp classic, authentic, since forever. It's cool. It used to be. Oh, Julie was. Who used to be? Linda used to be. Yeah. We lived in Vernon, which is in the interior of British Columbia. And we always had a winter festival there. And it was the ice festival. And they would always build a great big huge ice castle. And we'd have a figure skating show. And they always booked in at least one of the Canadian figure skating, like the big wigs, the big figure skating dudes. One always came for our festival. It was kind of fun. I actually did a solo one year. Just roller skates, no ice. Oh, Dimity, yeah. Do you guys have ice rinks in Australia? Okay, so I need my inside piece and I need that piece. And we're going to stamp all of the fillets. Linda lived in a small town in Saskatchewan. Okay. And she got a half a comment in there. She said, and we only, I'm sure she'll finish it. Okay, so this piece is the front piece, and this white is 2 3/8 by 2 7/8, and I'm going to stamp the flames. Okay, that word just kind of disappeared out of my vocabulary briefly. Okay, we're going to stamp them kind of staggering a bit all the way down. And I am using, what am I using? Pumpkin pie ink to do this with. And then I'm going to stamp a bit there. I'm going to stamp a bit there. All right, so there we go. There's that piece. Oh, there's one in Darwin. Is that close to where you are or far away, Dimity? Okay, so now this is the inside piece. And I'm going to go around the outside. And I'm not making them all the same. I'm kind of making them different heights just because I want a little bit of interest in there. So there's one side. Flip it around. Put this side in there. I re-inked my pumpkin pie because it was really sad. And I love it now. It's nice and bright and cheery. There we are. We only had a small winter carnival. Now I only have grandsons and they just want to play hockey. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're very welcome. Thanks very much for your kind comments about my tutorials. I do have a monthly tutorial subscription that goes out once a month. It's $15 a month. You get video tutorials for 4 cards. They're the same cards as my classes. So, and if you decide, if you live in Canada and you decide you want to upgrade and get a kit for the 3 cards for the month, then I discount the cost, the price of the class by the amount that you pay for your monthly tutorials, so you don't pay twice. Julie's granddaughter won a first place trophy. She was trained by one of the Disney skaters. He came home for vacation and taught the children. Oh, that's cool. That is truly cool. Okay, so now I just have left to stamp that, and I want to make sure that it's underneath. So I'm going to put this piece in my card first because I don't want it to show. Well, I guess it wouldn't matter. What do you think? Should it be hidden in behind or should it be out here where you can see it? Tell me, do you want me to hide the inside sentiment inside or do you want me to show it on the front? You tell me and I'll start putting the pieces together here. So we have our strip and it goes this way. So the 5 1/2 is first and then the 2 3/4 inch things are that way. So I'm wondering how I cut this. I did too. Look at that. Look at that. All right, that's how it fits. Outside, show it, hidden. Oh, got to go back and read comments. Okay, hide outside, hide. I'm down as far as Janet. Show it. Look at that. We have a tie. Somebody please do the tiebreaker. The next vote is the one we'll go with. And the next one from Carmen. Carmen was oh, well, that doesn't work. What is going on? Oh yeah, I cut that the wrong size, apparently. That's right. This is wrong. Carmen is the last one. Then we get a hide, and a hide. Okay, we'll be hiding it. But I cut that strip of paper wrong. What is it? It is smoky slate. Hang on. Smoky slate. Apparently I cut it too narrow. So I think I wrote it down wrong too. Oh yeah, I wrote it down wrong. It should be 1 1/8. So if you've already cut this strip, see this one is not even an inch. If you already cut this strip to 1 inch, then cut these down to 7/8. But I already have adhesive on that, so I'm just going to cut 1 1/8. 1 1/8. And then I'm going to score it. Man, this is really, I'm having issues tonight. You get the authentic me tonight. Okay, 5 1/2 and 2 3/4. There we go. 11, Julie. 1 1/8 by 11. It's the same length as your card base is. So that goes back like that. Where did I put my bone folder? There we go. And then this one folds back the other way, like that, making sure they're straight. Yep, you get the authentic me. I'm on vacation mode already. Oh, tomorrow is grocery day. I have a list that is very long. Now, which way does it go? That way. All right, so this goes in on here like that. See, it works really well when you cut your cardstock the right size the first time around. And then this one goes in there next. And it's really not necessary to have your patterns line up like this, but if you got the chance and you can make it line up, go ahead. And then you put your third one on. Like that. It just kind of gives continuity to the pattern. The bike is fun. All right, so we've got that done. Now, let's put the black on. Whoops. Of course. Hang on, now I have to get a refill. La, la, la. Hello, Carla. Holy macaroni. I tell you, some days I think I should have stayed in bed. And don't forget when you're doing your switch out, so make sure you get all the gunk out from that, the opening where it comes out. It just makes it work a little bit better. And we'll put that in there. Oh, we're ready to roll. Rock and roll time at the rink. Of course, I can't see with gray on gray where to put this. Okay, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The bottom doesn't matter because it's going to get covered up anyways, but you want the top to be where the white is going to be. When you close this, your white should line up. Look at how crooked that is. Yep. It's a good thing that I'm not going live tomorrow night. Tomorrow night I have team social time. So if you guys that are part of my team, don't forget 8 o'clock tomorrow night, I put the Zoom on and we hang out. I don't know what I'm going to be doing, but I'll come up with something. I was going to prep for my classes, but that's all done now, so I don't have to do that. Yay! I love being ahead. So if you're not already part of my Get My newsletter on Tuesdays, then hop on over there, over to my blog. I'm trying to get this all lined up here. Hop on over to my blog and sign up for my monthly newsletters, because that tells you all about what's happening in my craft room. And you get free tutorials for signing up, and you get a free tutorial each week. Okay, so now I've got this. It's going to take my pencil and I'm going to do a really light line right there, so I know how far over that it's going to cover up, because everybody wanted, more people wanted it covered than showing, so we're going to cover it. All right, we're going to put it right there. Oops, it's going to be crooked. There we are. It's done. Erase those pencil marks. As you know, I don't want to have a card with pencil marks on it. There. So when you're doing a Z fold card, you need to put your inside on first, because this sits on top of it. And you need to make sure whatever you have happening on the front, that has to go down to the bottom, gets put on first. And now we're going to put adhesive on this, and it goes on here like this. So this section here is, the full section is glued down. But this section, you only put adhesive to there. So you only want adhesive on this section. So we'll get adhesive on there. Like that. Just take that pencil mark off. And then lay your card out flat and there's the adhesive on there, and that goes right to the edge, and I want mine right at the bottom. Now you can have yours up a bit if you want, but I like mine going right to the bottom. And then make sure it's nice and straight along here before you push down on it, because you want it to be right along the bottom of that cardstock base. And then flip this over, put adhesive on that. And by laying your card out nice and flat like this, you make sure that when it's open, it's nice and flat. And then you just glue that part down. And magic, it goes right to the edge because it's the same length. And there you go. That's your Z double. I don't know. It's like a double Z fold, or I don't know what it's called. It's a Z fold card. That's all I know. All right, let's put this on. So I have to make sure that when we put this on, the flames are going in the right direction, because the motorcycle is going to go that way. So you want your flames to be going that way, like they're coming out of the motorcycle. And that's going to go on top of the black like that. As soon as I get off of my fingers. Yep. Now, the next thing, do you guys want me to finish it off with the classic matte dots that I used? I used 3 of them down there, and I used a couple up there. Or do you want me to get out the studs? The adhesive back studs, they're called. So that's the next thing you can vote on. Now we're going to put, this goes up on dimensionals. Studs, 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 studs. Everybody's voting on the studs. Okay, this goes on here like that. See if I can get it straight the first time. Woohoo! Now this dude's going on here like that. So I'm only going to put adhesive on part of it though. So I'm just going to flip it around and I'm going to mark there and there. So that tells me don't put adhesive in that area up there because that is where it will be hanging out. Everybody wants the studs. Okay, the motorcycle. Let's see. Go down that far. There we go. And then open this up. And then that one is going to go on top of here. So I'm just going to put adhesive on the bottom of that. Now, let's put it up a little bit higher than it was. Okay. Change that. I'm going to move it up a bit so you actually see it. We're going to run it on top of there like it's a road. It's on the road. Oh, cool. Now you can see it. What do you think? Oh, it's pumpkin pie, Julie. Thanks, Kathy. So there's our card. Now you could stick a piece of designer paper in there. I'll get the studs out, but do you want me to slide a piece of designer paper in there? I can do that. Okay, we have some studs. Oh, everybody's. So there's silver and black, and there's 3 different sizes. Oh, everybody wants me to get some designer paper out. I can do that. Okay, let's get some silver studs down here. We'll put one in the middle, and we'll put one on either side, like that. And then maybe some bars on there. I don't know what these are supposed to represent, but you know, we'll just put them on the end of the flames like that. What do you think? Pretty cool. All right, so now let's get the designer paper out. Get the designer paper out. Uh-oh. I hate it when my computer does that because I never know whether you guys are still here or not. So I need a piece of paper that is 2.5 by 4. You're going to have to vote on what paper you want me to put in there too. Looks like bullets. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so this is the, oops, I just dropped some paper on the floor. I'm not going to, before I run over it. Okay, so this is the paper we have to choose from to put on the inside. There's the one I used on that motorcycle that has the floral pattern. Then there's this one that looks like tire marks. And then this is the one I used. This one is hexagons. And there's where, see where all the different scenes are? There's even a picture in here of a road. Isn't that cool? Okay, so pattern 1, pattern 2, this is pattern 3. Pattern 1 is floral. Pattern 2, pattern 3, pattern 4, pattern 5, or pattern 6. Okay, so let's lay these all out so you can see. Choose which one. Pat says 3, that would be the hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hexagons, back side of the tire marks. 3, 4, 3. Oh, back side of the tire marks. Oh, that might be kind of cool. What do you think? I didn't show you the other side of these. Let's have a look and see what the other side is. That might be cool. Okay, so we have clothing, motorcycles, scenes, that, and that. Okay, let's have a look and see what this would look like in there. I have a little tiny piece that we can try before I cut the big piece. How about that? That's kind of cool. Or this one. Too much orange? Somebody said too much orange. Okay. Embossed silver foil. Nope, not getting any of that out. Okay, so that one, number 1. This one, number 2. So 1, 2, or that one, number 3. Checks. Orange interferes with flames. Checks. You won't see it on the front. No, you're not going to see it on the front. You're only going to see it when the card is open. 1, 2. Most people are wanting number 2. Okay, we'll go with this one. Now, what did I say it was? 2.5 by 4. 2.5 by 4. Oh, yes. Good choice. Good choice. 2.5 by 4, that piece is. If you are crafting along. And you really should, if you are going to put a piece in there, you should put it on before you put this strip on, because it's really quite difficult to get it in there now. But it will work. There we go. Yahoo! And then when you close it, you don't see it, right? It's only when you open it that you see it. And it looks like a checkered flag. I love it. There we go. Awesome card. Good choices, ladies. Good choices. All right. So now I have the fun part, because thanks, ladies and gentlemen. I shouldn't say that. And if you're watching on the replay, thank you so much for watching. And if you're watching on my YouTube channel, thank you so much for watching. Now, last week I did that fun fold, and I challenged you guys to make one of those fun folds and post it in the Share It Saturday for the 11th or the 18th, didn't matter which one. So I had a few people enter the draw, and I'm going to draw. I said it was going to be the Cane Weave embossing folder, but I'm going to contact the winner because I have a problem with the Cane Weave embossing folder. So I have a couple other options for them. All right. And then my draw board is full. So I'm going to draw tonight for a $100 shopping spree. And one person is going to win a $100 shopping spree for me. I'm so excited. So how you get in the shopping or in the draw board is when you purchase from me. So first of all, you have to be Canadian. So when you purchase from me a minimum of $60, your name goes on one number in the draw board. And when I get 50 names, the draw board is closed and we draw for a winner. I've been doing this, oh man, it's got to be like at least 10 years now. And I have given away so much fun stuff. You're very welcome, whoever that is. Oh, Linda. Yeah, don't forget to hit those emojis down there and tell Facebook that you like my... Oh, uh-oh. I unplugged it. Good thing it didn't run out of power. Okay, so I have this off here now. I'm going to flip this. Close your eyes for a sec. Oh no. Where? Okay. Hang on. I'm having an issue. That's not it. I don't know where my picture went. So I'm going to copy those names. Sorry, I'm going to refresh this. Yeah, that's what I was afraid. So that's the draw board one. So let me just refresh that one. Okay, so I'm going to go over here and I'm going to remove all those people from the draw board. And then I'm going to paste in the people for the embossing folder fun fold challenge. There's the names. Take out the name of the draw. Take out that. So we had 5 people entered. Now, Connie is from outside Canada, so we'll send her a card if she wins. I'm going to shuffle twice. And the winner of the embossing folder type draw, because, yeah, I'm having an issue with that, is Janet. Woohoo, Janet. Congratulations. So, Janet, I will be in touch with you about what you want. I have a couple of options for you anyways. You did it 3 times with the emojis. Thank you. All right, so now I'm going to go to the other one. And this one is the draw board. See, it says draw board that ended on February the 23rd. So I didn't delete the name of it, delete the line. I'm going to shuffle twice. And the winner of the $100 shopping spree for the latest draw board is, drum roll please, do. Oh, it's Terry. Congratulations, Terry. Terry has just won herself a $100 shopping spree from me. Thank you so much. Isn't that fun? I love giving things away. It is so much fun. Yes, Terry. I will be in touch with Terry and get her shopping spree. See what she wants to purchase. Did I show you this? Hang on. So this is that designer paper. And see, you can sponge it and you can make it colored, very muted colors, but you can do it. So you could have a motorcycle that had colored flowers on it. Whoopsie. Ooh, how about woohoo? Okay, now I did want to show you my class in April. My class in April is Irresistible Blooms. Oops, you're not seeing it because I didn't show it to you. There we go. Irresistible Blooms. 3 cards. If you're part of my monthly tutorial subscription, you get 4 tutorials for 4 cards. And it's the Irresistible Blooms stamp set. The dies. The class is $45 for 3 kits, and you get a whole package of the Hello Irresistible designer paper. Look at this paper. Look. Isn't that amazing paper? 6x6, so you'll get a full package of that. So, and you will be using that for the class. So just to warn you, you're going to have to I'm not doing the cutting of this for you. You have to cut it when you receive it. And then you're going to get a full package of loose frosted dots. It is a fabulous bundle. I agree. So there you go. A full package of loose frosted dots in Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, and Evening Evergreen. And remember, just because they're loose doesn't mean you can't turn them into self-adhesive by just putting glue dots onto a window sheet, letting them dry, and putting your embellishment right on top of that glue dot. Turns them into self-adhesive. So you can get the 3-card kits, the designer paper and the dots for $45, or get the bundle plus the 3 kits, plus the designer paper, plus the dots for $125. This one, you get the kits for free. If you live outside of Canada or you want the tutorial only, it's $15. And my monthly subscription, tutorial subscription, is $15 a month as well. But you get tutorials for 4 cards. Now, if you are part of my monthly tutorial subscription and you live in Canada, because these 2 options are available inside and outside Canada. If you are part of my tutorial subscription and you live inside Canada, you can upgrade to one of these other options, and I will deduct your $15 off of the price of that because you already paid your tutorial fee. Oh, Valerie wants the bundle option. I need a note, something to write on. Got a Post-it note. Val, option 2. Got it. Thank you. So you have until the 1st of April to sign up for this class. And let me just get the link for you, because I have a link. Come on, open up. My file's not opening. Hang on. La, 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 la. Oop, don't sing. Okay. Irresistible Blooms. Here's the link to register, or you can send me a message or an email, or you can just click on that link and you can go and register through my Google form. And that will be happening on the 19th of April. Now, you have in-person and virtual option. If you live close, you can come and do in-person. If you don't, you can do the virtual option, or you can just do them at your own pace using the included video tutorials, because they all include exclusive video tutorials. I don't post those video tutorials anywhere. Never. Or you can just tell me here. Absolutely. Okay, Kathy, you want option 1? I will upgrade you to Kathy's part of my monthly tutorial subscription. Option 1, 45 minus 15 equals a 30. There you go. So as soon as you have paid, you can either pay your tutorial subscription as of the 1st of the month, or you can pay me the full 45 at once. Just let me know what you want to do, Kathy. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been fun hanging out. Oops. Been fun hanging out with you tonight. I will be back on Monday night with, oh, yes, it is the 27th of February on Monday night. And that means it is the end of celebration. So I'm going to show you one more card using the Favored Flowers designer paper that disappears completely on the 28th of February. And did I read your last post? Oh, Julie, sorry, I missed that. Sorry, Julie. Julie W, option 1. Thank you. Got you. Thanks for pointing that out, because yes, I did miss that. Now, did I miss anybody else? Woohoo, yay. Got it. Okay, Thanks, everybody. I'm off now to clean up my mess and go and spend some time with hubby and discussing hotels in London. Do you know how expensive hotels are in London, England? Oh my God, makes me want to puke. It's so 360 pounds sterling a night for a typical hotel. That's like almost $600. Who was that? The one. Oh, Dimity. 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 You want this monthly subscription, Dimity? Got it. I will be in touch with you. Yes, very expensive to stay in London, so we're rethinking our thoughts. So that's our discussion tonight. Oh, Pat. Pat wants a subscription. Hey, you guys are cool. Thanks so much. I got it. I will be in touch. Everybody that I have on my list that said tonight that they want to do it. No, the other, please. Who is that? Oh, okay. So you just want you don't want the monthly subscription. You just want the tutorial. Got it. Tutorial. That was Dimity. Now, Pat, are you wanting the subscription or just the tutorial? Just so I have it clear. Dimity, I have you down just for the tutorial. Got it. All right. Wonder if Pat is still there. Oh, subscription. Good. Got it. I'll be in touch. Good. I will be in touch, ladies. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful weekend, and I hope it's not too cold where you are. It's going to be sub-zero where I am. That's why I have my woolly on tonight. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Stampin' Smiles. Bye. Oh, not Monday. Sunday. Sunday. How could I have forgotten? Sunday is the free class. We're going to be making up to 7 cards using designer paper because we have a lot. I have a lot. It's time to start using this stuff. So join me 7:00 on 7:00 on Zoom, I think. It's going to post anyway. 7:00 on Sunday night, free card class. Thanks, everyone. Stampin' Smiles. Bye for now.